Okay. Can you hear?
Uh, yeah,
Uh,
hear you.
you know when you're on a dance floor?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, rub your hands.
You crazy Democrat. You're a crazy Democrat.
Now you must be a Democrat. You must be
Yeah,
a Democrat.
yeah, crazy. You like dancing.
Little does he know, I'm not. But anyway, all right. In between here, give a good rub. We're in the summer heat, and according to traditional Chinese medicine, this is the fire element. Let me turn this off. Oh, might be someone asking if I'm doing it, which no. Okay. Um, fire element. So it's important to stay balanced and shake that off. Ooh, I can really feel my wrists need some action. So I am, which is interesting because this is the heart meridian and the small intestine meridian and the lung meridian. And they run through here. So doing this is good to do in the summer. And it's good anytime, but particularly let's flop our wrists a little, and I'm just gonna imagine this is moving here, my elbow, and the wrist just flops. And take some deep breaths in through the nose. Hold for a moment. Actually hold until you feel like some pressure build up, and then slowly let it all out. Couple normal breaths. Switch sides. Breathing in through the nose.
Oh,
Hold
as soon as I start doing this kind of stuff, let
and
me
release.
move away from the sun a little bit. As soon as I start doing this kind of stuff, I start yawning immediately.
Yeah, that's great. That means energy was blocked and it wants to move. You want to yawn. That's wonderful. We do things often to facilitate a yawn, but if it's already happening for you, that's perfect. You let yourself yawn, you start to wiggle around, and then of course we're going to open our channels like we do. So coming up to this spot, which isn't exactly the top, but a little further back. If your alignment is really good and your chin is tucked in and down, this will be straight down. And we'll just cup gently. Breathing in, hold. When you're holding, you can relax your shoulders if you notice they go up. Still holding, and then releasing all the way out. Go a little around that area. If you notice any sensitivity, you can tap lightly with your fingertips like little raindrops, gently falling. Opening up that channel, imagining that this is opening up to the warmth of the summer. Good. And let's go down along the back of the head, opening up along the occipital ridge, releasing your jaw. And then rubbing on the C7, the biggest vertebra, just rubbing around it. If you notice anything is tender or sore, that's blocked energy, just release it in there. I found a really tender spot right on one side of my C7, which leads right out to the trap, which I can feel is really tight. So I'm just going to put my hands there, kind of curving my fingers in a little under that tightness, and just let gravity and my elbows just gently standing straight, let it just come down. That was nice. I just got a good release. Good. Let's cup under the armpit. Flop your wrists while you're doing this if you want. Just imagining again that that energy centers are opening. Let's cup outside of the elbows. Little bird flying. Other side. Noticing, of course, what's going on in your body. I'm getting some big tingling right through here. So I know that's a spot, which I already identified, but I really feel it needs to move. So I'm just going to give a little rub. And as you notice things, take care of it. One easy way is just touch it, because we're electromagnetic. So when you touch it, you help that energy to open, to flow. You let the muscles open, the fascia. Okay. All right, moving down. Let's just tap along the collarbone, the middle here, all along. And then let's give some thumps to our thymus. Ooh, Stimulating the T cell production. Wiggling if you want, if it feels good. All right, nice. I'm gonna come out a little because I feel soreness in here. It's probably stagnant lymph. Definitely is stagnant lymph, so I'm gonna rub a little. Both sides, noticing any differences. Just making a note of what I can come back to later. And then let's put our hands behind our back and go down toward the kidney area and just give a little, now a brisk rub, generating some heat with your palms or the back of your hands. I like to do all three, or then using this part of your fist. This is actually the small intestine meridian. So this is your lung meridian. So if you do it with your lungs,
Yeah.
and your kidneys, that's good. And if you, it's kind of harder to do, but if you flip your hands like this and get your small intestine,
I can't flip like that.
that's okay. We'll get it another way. All right, coming down, loose fists into your hip, into the hips. Points are deep in there. Sometimes I like to do it with the knuckles like this. Coming right around to the front, along the groin line. I'm sitting so I can feel my bladder, a little pressure, a little fullness in my bladder. So I'm gonna rub along that area pretty briskly. And then I'm just gonna rub down, sweeping down the thighs and cupping over the knees. I'll do left, right, because that maybe adds in some bilateral stimulation. Now the bottom of the knees and the front, even along the stomach 36, stomach meridian, is that little indentation on, I'll show you later, but if you're cupping along the bottom of your knees and you go around the outside, you will hit it. And then the right and left side of the left knee. This gets the gallbladder meridian to both sides of the right knee. Gets a lot of meridians actually doing this. And then behind the knees. I'm gonna actually take a moment to just put my fingers behind my knees like this and go in pretty deep. See if I can feel any sensitivities in there. And the bladder meridian runs through here, and it's a frequent stuck spot. And in the summer, if we're out of balance with the heat, we can become dehydrated. As we know, bladder is a water meridian. So you want to stimulate that area. There, mine is very sensitive. Doing little circles deep inside the back of the knee. Go up and down. You can do left and right. You can do little circles. Good. Now sweep down. Whew. And let's go down along our ankle inside and just rub it a little. both sides. Again, moving down the kidney meridian. And then you can start rubbing under your foot, the bottom of your foot if you can. And maybe even pushing on with your thumbs. I'm sitting so I can do it with my thumbs, right under the ball of the foot. When you're standing, like you are.
No, I'm sitting actually.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I have my leg crossed over and I can get my foot.
Ah, that's great. Yes, exactly. And I'm now doing the other side. Perfect. While we're here, give each little toe a little rub. See if any of your toes are sensitive. And after you rub them, you can squeeze each one on the nail bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have socks on, but like right along the nail bed, just squeeze in, breathe deep. That one really needed it. And do all of them. Just give a little, we're doing a nice long opening our channels. Ah, wow, did I need this in my toes? Yes, I did. Whew. We'll rub along here, and then I'm going to do the other foot. So massaging under kidney one, right under the ball here. Ooh. A little rub of each toe, upward and outward, and then grasping the nail bed, holding. You do 2 at a time if you want, one with each hand. Ah, I feel my jaw releasing from this. That's great. Whew. And last but not least, it reminds me of that song, This Little Piggy Went to Market, this little
Yeah.
stayed home.
My dad used to do that to me. He'd go, and this little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home.
Yeah. The horrible thing about that, which we didn't realize, I didn't, is that they were all went to market not to buy something. They went to market to be slaughtered.
Well, we didn't know.
I know. When I found that out, I was like, what?
What?
Freaking horrible. Okay, so we just opened up all our channels. Feels good, right?
Yeah.
Let's do our little sinus opening. So I'm gonna take my hat off and start to rub
Hold on a second. I gotta.
right along here.
Okay.
It's good to start it a little gently, and then you can move to your knuckles and put a little more pressure in. I'll wait for you.
Hold on a sec.
I really need this. Feel my ears clicking already inside. A lot of soreness up through here, so I know I need this. And I can also just rub and just place my hand here, 2 fingers under here. Let an energy balance here. Feeling a spot that's been really on my, making itself aware lately, which is right for me under here, right under the bone here. So I'm just going to give a little massage here, and then I'm going to put my hands like this and up like this and rest and breathe. First time I learned this position to turn my soup off was when I did Reiki level 1 years ago. It's actually a Reiki position. There's a good reason for it, because when you want to relax, this is a major important spot to take good care of, because our vagus nerve runs down through here, and it's related to our fight and flight information, our fight, flight, or freeze. So just breathing deep, smiling, and letting that balance. And now that I did that, I'm going to rub my ears. And sure enough, my ears are cold on the outside. You don't want that. So you want to rub your ears. Your ears should always stay nice and soft and rubbery and warm. There's a lot of points here. So when you stimulate all the points around your ear, you're doing yourself really good. A lot of good. And then since we're opening the sinuses, I'm going to grasp and pull out and gently open my jaw. Hold it out. Move up a little, out. Up a little more, out. I can pull up. I can pull down. Then I'm going to have my fingers and just gently put it in the opening, not all the way in, just around. So your fingers facing backwards, you feel on the very inside under, this is your tragus. That little bony thing, that's your tragus. Squeeze your tragus. It's actually really good to squeeze it, pull it forward. Releasing the jaw, you might hear clicks, you might open your eustachian tube. That's what we want. And put your fingers on the back. There's like a little cuppy-like area in there. You can rub it a little. Good. Just get a little rub, rub, rub. All right, good. All right, now I'm going to just rub up along the back of the neck, up toward the occipital ridge. And I'm going to do little circles, putting my thumbs right under that bone here and here. And you can dig in like that. And your fingertips are on the back of your head. Give yourself a little massage. This feels really good, right?
Yeah.
Yawning, good. Yawn's good. All right, and then now let's come up here since you didn't do this before. Let's rub up here. Little circles. You can go out toward the sides, little circles. And then the temporalis. You can go up and down, left and right, all the way up to the scalp line and then down to the ear. And more circles. Both directions. Breathing. Releasing the shoulders because our arms are up. So you can just notice if you have tension in your shoulders from doing this. Let your shoulders down for a moment. Wiggle them a little, bring them up and back and down. One more time, up. Shoulders all the way up, squeeze it. Back all the way. And then, yeah, it's a really good thing to do. Up, breathe in, hold, back, like your scapula is going to touch, and then, nice. Now that we release that, we can come back up here again. And now we're going to do along the hairline here a little. You can hold your skin and do little circles. That feels different than going along the top of the skin. Kind of experiment a little. And if anything is tender, stay a little longer. It might hurt, mine do. So I'm going to actually push on them a little more. They hurt. I need some more work on this, so I'll remember to do it again later. All right, now that we've done that, we're going to come down here along the bone here and just rub down and then down along the masseter. And then up. Oh, wow. Now I just got a headache. So if while you're doing this, you create a headache, it's actually a good thing, believe it or not. Energy is wanting to move, so I know I hit a spot that I need to do a little more work on. So I'm going to use my knuckles here and come down along the masseter. While you do this, yeah, you can open your mouth a little baby bit. Now I'm going to go even tighter. I'm going to do this. Just do what your body tells you need to do, but I'm going to push in pretty hard and go real slow. Ah, I have a lot of knots in there. Into the TMJ joint, temporomandibular joint. And just put pressure, and I'm just going to lean into it, right, like this. I'm leaning on the desk and breathing deep, slowly rotating outward with my knuckles. There, I got a good click in my left ear. Notice the position of your head. Put your head up. I just got another good release. Just moving your head a little baby bit might make a very big difference. And coming down. Whew. Now I notice that my right ear is clogged. So I'm definitely moving a lot of stuff because it didn't feel clogged before. The headache is gone, but there's clogged ear. So I know that I need to do more here. And I'm just going to do a little gentle massage. Breathing, relaxing. Okay, so what my body just told me to do now is a little lymphatic drainage. So I opened up a lot with the muscles, released a lot. So now I'm going to work with the lymph. So rubbing your hands again, flick that energy off. And what we're going to do is some lymphatic drainage. You know, lymphatics is a lighter touch, but we're going to start by coming along this collarbone on the right side, left side, sorry. The lymphatic drainage system is not symmetrical. The left side drains more than the right. Interesting, right?
Mm.
So we're just going to rub along the bone here, and then I like to cup it. Breathe deep. Always breathing deep makes everything better. And that opens up. My ears are clicking. It's good. This opens up where we're later going to drain into. So now the left, now the right side. Rubbing. And this is making all the stuff go down, mucus go down the back of my throat. Good. Okay, so now we open this up. Oh, that's sore there, so I'm going to do a little more. Okay, now we can start bringing the lymph down because we opened that. It has a place to go. So I'm just going to gently come up and sweep, very gentle, light touch, little circles outward from up under the eye, along here, little circles. If you ever had a lymphedema massage, she said, the woman said to me, it's like you're touching, she said a dime, like you're pushing a dime so gently. Just holding I don't know why she said that now. I don't know why I'm remembering that. Well, I do, because she did little circles very lightly, but with very little pressure, because this moves the fluid. If we go deeper, we're into the muscle, and we don't actually let the lymphatic fluid move. So now that we did this, you can sweep a little, just guiding the lymphatics. We're going to go down here. And last time we were pushing deep, I was. Now we're going to do light. Just little half circles, moving down, moving this fluid here, and then we're moving it down. We're imagining we're like sweeping the water gently down, past the lymph glands. And guess what? It's going in through here and draining it up. Now go back up. Just sweep down, even the back of your neck, sides of the head, sides of the neck. All right, now that we did that, we're actually going to tap down the middle. And then come out to this side here, and with your arm against your body, just rub the crease. Again, you're not doing it really deep because you're moving water just under the surface of the skin in the fascia for the muscle, wrapped into the muscle. And now that we did that, we'll cup. Both sides. And this is continuing to move lymph downward. Now let's rub down the front of the body. And you're kind of on, your fingers can be on the center line, but your palms go down along the sides of the center line of your body towards your belly button. And then when you get to the crease, the groin, of course, there's lymph glands there. So we're going to rub that groin again, gently on the surface to get that lymph, encouraging the lymph to move down our legs. And then after you rub it, you can cup it. Letting the lymph run down the legs, and then we're going to rub the back of our knees again, this time on the surface. Last time we went into the bladder meridian deep. This time we're just rubbing the surface of the back of the knees, letting the lymph go down. And my thumbs are on the outside too, so you can just gently sweep down the calves. All the way to our feet. And then sweep back up and shake it off. How are you feeling?
All righty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did a good sinus clearing, lymphatic drainage, letting it all move down. You're still yawning. That's good. And now that we did all that, we'll also come up and just let the chi. Let's give our scalp a brush. Combing it like this, down along the side. We have lymphatic system in our brain too, called the lymphatic system. You can imagine that you're moving the lymph through the lymphatic system in your brain and letting anything that needs to leave. A really good way to help with dehydration is to add chia, soak it so it's full of moisture, and eat chia pudding or something, especially before bed, because your lymphatic system, your brain cleanses at night. So you want it to be hydrated, and the chia really helps. I think I'm going to do that today. I'll make some. Okay, that's good. It's coming down. Still feel sensitive here, so I'm just going to both sides. And then I'm just going to come down outside of the shoulder, underneath the shoulder. Headache. Ooh, another headache. Interesting. I need to do this more, obviously. My lungs have been congested, so this is definitely helping to clear that. And the headache is gone. I'm going to do a little more along here. The lung meridian runs up here, and I'm going to squeeze here again. Good. Squeezing your nail beds like that, you know, you squeeze the bottom part. It's really a good thing to do. I've been finding it really helpful lately. And let's cup on the hips again. down the thighs to the knees again. All around. Sweeping down one last time, noticing our feet and coming back up, ending in prayer position. Our shoulders nice and relaxed. Smile. Clapping 9 times. Which opens your heart. And by the way, I didn't mention, but in the fire element, the heart is what we want to care for. The heart and the small intestines. This is one good way to get both of them, is the nail bed of your pinky. Both nail beds. But also, notice if anything is like heavy on your heart, take good care of it. Because it's easy for your heart to get overloaded when it's fire element, hot. All right, Missy, how is that?
It was nice. Thank you.
Let me stop the recording.